Now let's get deeper. Why $500,000? Because it's big enough to stretch your belief, but small enough to still feel possible. It's that sweet spot between dream and reality. The truth is, $500,000 isn't just about money, it's about freedom. It's about walking into a store and not checking your account first. It's about giving without fear. It's about breathing easier. And when you can emotionally connect with that level of freedom, you magnetize it faster. Here's what most people don't realize. Money isn't attracted to people who need it. It's attracted to people who command it. And there's a massive difference between the two. Need is emotional scarcity. Command is spiritual authority. You can't command something you secretly doubt belongs to you. So before you can even speak the 3 words, you must feel worthy of the number you're commanding. Let's pause here, because this is important. I know you've struggled. Maybe you've worked hard, tried every side hustle, read every abundance book, and still feel like the universe skipped your name on the prosperity list. It's frustrating, and I get it. You're not lazy. You're not unspiritual. You're just living by the wrong rule book. You've been asking instead of commanding. You've been hoping instead of declaring. The universe isn't your parent, it's your servant. It obeys orders, not wishes. Now, here's the fun part. Let's talk about those 3 words, the ones that flip the switch and start aligning reality in your favor. The words are simple, but they hold atomic-level energy when spoken with authority. It is done. Say that with me quietly or aloud. It is done. Feel what just happened in your body when you said it. Something settles, doesn't it? A quiet knowing. No begging, no hoping, just finality. That's the tone of creation. Those are the 3 exact words to command $500,000 or anything you truly desire into your life. Because it is done isn't future tense, it's present certainty. You're telling the universe that the outcome already exists, and now you're simply aligning yourself with it. Now you might say, but how do I believe something I can't see yet? And that's where the magic of imagination meets the law of vibration. You see, the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. When you imagine holding that $500,000 check, feeling the excitement, smelling the ink, picturing your name printed bold across it, your body begins to believe it's true. That belief changes your vibration. That vibration changes your actions. And those actions attract the matching reality. But here's where people mess up. They say, it is done. And then 5 minutes later, they check their bank balance and panic. You can't plant a seed and then dig it up every few minutes to see if it's growing. The moment you declare it is done, you've placed an order with the universe. Your only job after that is to stay in alignment with the feeling of it already being true. Let me give you a simple framework I like to call the CAP formula. Command, align, permit. First, command. That's when you speak your desire as a done deal. It is done. You don't say, I hope it happens. You say, it's already handled. That single shift changes your entire frequency. Second, align. This means act, think, and feel as though the result is already yours. If you had $500,000 right now, how would you walk? How would you breathe? How would you talk to yourself? That's the energy you need to embody today, because your external world only mirrors your internal one. And third, permit. This is where you stop resisting, stop doubting, stop replaying fear-based thoughts that choke your manifestation. Permit the good to come to you. Permit unexpected opportunities to show up. Permit abundance to flow freely, without guilt or second-guessing. Now, don't overthink this. I know how easy it is to slip into doubt. You might be thinking, so all I have to do is say, it is done and money appears? Well, yes and no. The phrase is not a magic trick. It's a trigger. It's the signal that sets divine law in motion. The moment you say, it is done, and truly mean it, your subconscious begins rearranging your beliefs, your habits, and your energy to match that outcome. It's like setting a GPS destination once entered. Everything starts adjusting to lead you there. You'll notice that when you say it is done from a place of authority, little shifts start happening. You might get a new idea, a call, a conversation that opens a door. Don't dismiss those moments. They're the stepping stones toward your command. I'll tell you something funny. People think the universe speaks English. It doesn't. It speaks energy. So when you whine, "Why isn't this working?" the universe doesn't hear your words. It hears your vibration, which sounds like uncertainty. But when you say, "It is done," and your heart hums with peace and confidence, it hears completion. And completion always attracts manifestation. I want you to try something right now. Close your eyes for a moment, unless you're driving, of course, then please don't. But close your eyes and picture yourself receiving $500,000. Not in the future, but now. Imagine the feeling in your chest, the calm in your mind, the smile on your face. Let that emotion sink in. Then, whisper, "It is done." That's it. That's the command. That's the signal that tells the universe, "I'm not chasing, I'm receiving." Now, let's make this practical. Here are 3 steps to anchor this energy into your daily life. Step 1, morning declaration. Every morning when you wake up, before your feet even hit the floor, say, "It is done." Don't attach it to a number. Don't even say $500,000. Just claim completion. This primes your mind for certainty all day. Step 2, aligned action. The universe works through movement. If you're inspired to make a call, start a project, pitch an idea, do it. That's how energy materializes. The command opens the door, but your actions walk you through it. Step 3, gratitude in advance. Every night before you sleep, thank the universe as if the money is already in your account. Don't say, "Please let it happen." Say, "Thank you for the abundance that's already flowing into my life." Gratitude anchors your command into reality faster than anything else. Now, I know some of you might laugh and say, "This sounds too easy." But the truth is, the hardest part is believing it's easy. We've been trained to think success has to hurt. That struggle equals virtue. But look at nature, it doesn't strain to grow. The sun doesn't struggle to shine. The flowers don't chase bees, they attract them. That's how you should live. Radiate your command so strongly that wealth can't help but orbit around you. Here's a little secret. The people who seem lucky aren't lucky. They're aligned. They've mastered the art of calm certainty. They walk around radiating the energy of "it is done," while others are still praying from desperation. You can tell the difference instantly. One energy feels peaceful, the other feels frantic. And let me remind you, there's no competition for abundance. The universe doesn't have a shortage. You commanding $500,000 doesn't take away from anyone else. In fact, it expands the whole system. When you prosper, you create ripples of possibility for others. So don't shrink your desires out of guilt. Command boldly, command beautifully. Here's something powerful to remember. When you say, "It is done," you're not convincing the universe, you're convincing yourself. Because once your inner world accepts something as true, your outer world must follow. That's not philosophy, that's law. So here's what I want you to do after this video. Take a notebook and write, "It is done," 3 times at the top of a page. Under it, describe in detail how your life looks and feels now that you have $500,000. Don't write as if it's coming, write as if it's already here. What's changed? How do you feel when you wake up? What does your day look like? This simple exercise rewires your subconscious faster than any seminar ever could. And if you really want to supercharge this, pair it with laughter. Yes, laughter. Joy is the fastest vibration to attract abundance. When you laugh, you're telling the universe, "I trust you." So instead of worrying about the how, laugh at the idea that you ever doubted your power. Because once you realize who you really are, a creator, not a victim, you'll start seeing money not as something you chase, but something that naturally comes when you're aligned with peace, certainty, and joy. So, the next time you find yourself anxious about bills or wondering if things will ever change, pause and say, "It is done." Breathe. Let that peace wash over you. Don't rush, don't push. Just trust. You've already placed your cosmic order. Now, before we wrap up, I want you to do one small thing today. Choose one action that reflects the energy of your command. Maybe it's organizing your workspace like a wealthy person. Maybe it's paying a small bill with gratitude. Maybe it's walking with confidence even if your bank balance hasn't caught up yet. Just one small act that tells the universe, I'm ready to receive what's already mine. If this message resonated with you, I want you to comment below with the words, "It is done." Let's fill this space with powerful declarations. When you speak it, you send energy out. When you type it, you anchor it. And when you believe it, you live it. Remember, this channel isn't about long, drawn-out theories. We keep it short, sharp, and spirit-lifting, because transformation doesn't need hours. It just needs one moment of awakening. And if today felt like that moment for you, then stay with us. Subscribe, because there's so much more to uncover about commanding the life you were meant to live. Money isn't far from you. It's not hiding. It's simply waiting for you to declare that you're ready. You don't attract wealth by chasing it. You attract it by embodying it. So say it one more time with me softly, but with full conviction. It is done. And when you go about your day, carry that energy like a crown. Because the truth is, you were never meant to beg for blessings. You were meant to command them. The universe is listening, and your command has been heard. The universe doesn't hear, I'm temporarily experiencing a cash flow situation that I'm actively working to improve. It hears, she wants to be broke. Got it. More broke coming right up. This isn't just some mystical mumbo-jumbo either. There's actual science backing this up. Your brain has something called the reticular activating system, which is basically your personal search engine. Whatever you consistently tell it to look for, it finds. Tell it you're unlucky, and it'll present you with a highlight reel of every stubbed toe and missed opportunity. Tell it you're blessed, and suddenly you're noticing four-leaf clovers in concrete parking lots. But here's where it gets really interesting. The universe operates on what I like to call the Amazon Prime principle. It's incredibly efficient at delivering exactly what you order, but it can't read between the lines of your wishful thinking. When you say, I don't want to be poor, the universe hears poor and starts prepping your delivery of more poverty. It's like typing "not pizza" into a food delivery app and being shocked when you get pizza. So what are these magic words that make the universe sit up and pay attention, like a golden retriever hearing a treat bag? They're simpler than you think, but they require you to become the most honest person you know. First with yourself, then with the universe. First, let's talk about the power of I am. These two little words are like the universe's red phone, direct line to headquarters. Whatever follows I am becomes your cosmic order. I am struggling, orders more struggle. I am abundant, orders more abundance. The universe doesn't judge your order. It just fulfills it with the enthusiasm of a postal worker who actually loves their job. Here's your first practical step, and I want you to try this before this video ends. For the next 24 hours, become a detective of your own language. Every time you catch yourself saying I am, followed by something you don't actually want more of, stop and consciously rephrase it. Instead of I am so tired, try I am recharging my energy. Instead of I am broke, try I am building my wealth. I know it sounds silly at first, but remember, you're learning a new language, and every language sounds ridiculous until you become fluent. The second magic phrase is I have. This is where you start taking inventory of what's already working in your life. The universe loves confirmation bias. When you acknowledge what you have, it assumes you want more of the same and starts shopping for upgrades. I have a warm bed. I have clean water. I have people who care about me. These aren't just gratitude exercises. They're cosmic purchase orders for more good things. Now here's where most people mess this up, and I'm going to save you years of frustration. You cannot fake this. The universe has excellent emotional radar. You can't stand in your empty apartment saying I have abundance while internally rolling your eyes and expecting miracles. That's like trying to convince someone you're happy while wearing a scowl. The energy doesn't match the words. Instead, start small and build your credibility with the universe. Find one thing you genuinely have and appreciate. Maybe it's your ability to make people laugh, or your cozy reading corner, or even just the fact that you're healthy enough to watch this video. Start there. Build your I have muscle with things that feel true, then gradually expand your inventory. The third phrase that makes the universe practically trip over itself to help you is, I choose. This is where you take back your power from circumstances and become the author of your own story. Instead of, this always happens to me, try, I choose to see this as an opportunity. Instead of, I have no choice, try, I choose to find a solution. The universe loves working with people who take responsibility for their own experience because it knows they're serious about change. But here's the secret sauce that makes all of this work: timing and emotion. The most powerful time to speak to the universe is right before you fall asleep and right when you wake up. Your conscious mind is taking a coffee break, and your subconscious is ready to place orders directly with cosmic headquarters. Combine your new universe vocabulary with genuine emotion, not fake enthusiasm, but real appreciation, real hope, real determination, and you've just upgraded from regular mail to express delivery. Now, I know some of you are thinking, this sounds too simple to work. And you're right, it is simple. But simple doesn't mean easy. Learning to monitor and consciously choose your words is like training a puppy. It takes consistency, patience, and the occasional treat when you get it right. The universe isn't testing your worthiness. It's waiting for you to get clear about what you actually want. Here's your homework, and this is where the magic happens. For the next 7 days, I want you to become obsessed with 3 phrases: I am, I have, and I choose. Write them down, set phone reminders. Tattoo them on your forehead, whatever it takes to remember. Every time you catch yourself speaking the old language of limitation, pause and translate into universe. Don't worry about being perfect. The universe has infinite patience for students who are genuinely trying. And here's the beautiful thing. You don't have to believe in any of this for it to work. The universe doesn't require your faith, just your participation. Try it like an experiment. Be your own scientist. Test the hypothesis that your words create your reality and see what happens. The worst-case scenario is that you develop a more positive internal dialogue. The best-case scenario is that you discover you've had a direct hotline to cosmic customer service this entire time. So let me ask you, are you ready to stop accidentally ordering chaos and start consciously creating the life you actually want? The universe is listening, taking notes, and preparing to deliver. What are you going to tell it? Drop a comment below and tell me which phrase you're going to focus on first. I am, I have, or I choose. And if this resonated with you, hit that subscribe button because we're just getting started on this journey of speaking fluent universe. Remember, small changes in language create massive shifts in reality. Your words are more powerful than you've ever imagined, and the universe can't wait to show you what you're truly capable of creating. Now go out there and start speaking the language of miracles. The universe is waiting for your call. Scientists even call it the theta state, this magical moment when your mind is most open to suggestions. Whatever you tell yourself right before sleep is like writing a script for tomorrow's reality. And if all you're feeding it is, I'm tired, I'm broke, I'm not enough, well, the universe just delivers exactly what you ordered. Simple, right? Painful, but simple. Here's where it gets good. Because once you understand this framework, you realize you're not powerless at all. You don't need $1 million in your account today to feel rich. You don't need everyone's approval to feel worthy. You don't need to wait for some magical, perfect moment. You just need to plant the right seeds at the right time. And that right time? It's those last few minutes before you sleep. Think of it as placing an order with the universe every night. And the best part? You don't even have to pay shipping. So how do we do this in a way that's simple, powerful, and actually fun? Let's break it down into 3 steps you can start using tonight. Step 1. Clear the junk. You can't go to bed with your brain cluttered like a messy kitchen sink and expect inspiration to flow. Just take a breath. Forgive yourself for the day. and mentally say, I release this. Doesn't matter if it was a bad conversation, a mistake, or just stress. Imagine dropping all of it into a trash bin and leaving it at the curb. Your job is not to solve everything tonight. Your job is to rest and reset. That's already half the battle. Step 2, speak the command. This is where it gets juicy. Right before you drift into sleep, whisper something like, tomorrow, doors will open for me. The universe is aligning in my favor. I am divinely guided, and I receive with ease. You don't have to get fancy. You just have to be consistent. Remember, your subconscious isn't picky. It doesn't argue. It just accepts. So give it something worth chewing on. Step 3, feel it like it's already true. Don't just say the words like you're reading the side of a cereal box. Say them with a grin, a laugh, a little spark in your chest. Pretend like tomorrow is already yours. This isn't fake, it's rehearsal. Athletes do it. Performers do it. The universe responds when you feel the emotion behind the words. Now, I know some of you are thinking, that's it. Just talk to myself before bed. And yes, that's it. But let me warn you, this is powerful. Some of you are going to try it tonight and be shocked at how quickly things start to shift. You'll wake up with a new idea, run into someone you needed to meet, or suddenly feel lighter, more confident, more magnetic. Others might notice slower shifts, but trust me, change is happening underneath, just like seeds sprouting underground before you ever see the green. And let me pause right here to say this. I know you've probably clicked on endless videos that drag on for an hour, repeating the same message in 10 different ways, and by the end, you're either asleep or completely confused. But that's not this channel. Around here, we keep it short, powerful, and straight to the point. Why? Because I value your time. I don't need to waste an hour to make you feel inspired. I just need a few minutes to help you remember the truth about who you are. So stay with me, because what's coming next will stick with you long after this video ends. Here's the thing, your nights are sacred. They're not meant for endless worry or replaying the drama of the day. They're meant for planting seeds in the soil of your subconscious. When you master this, you'll stop going to bed drained and start going to bed in power. That's how you shock the universe. It expects you to keep begging, but instead, you stand tall and command with faith. So tonight, before you pull that blanket up and scroll one last time, try this. Put your phone down. Take one deep breath and say, I am ready. I am open. I am worthy. Tomorrow will surprise me with blessings I cannot yet imagine. Then smile. Let it go and sleep like you just handed the universe your wish list. That's all. That's your assignment. One small step. Will you try it? If yes, let me know in the comments. I want to hear what you spoke and what happened after. And listen, don't just watch and click away. Take action. Because inspiration without action is just entertainment. You don't need another video to watch passively. You need to practice this one tonight. If you're serious about shifting your reality, this is where it starts. Not next week, not next month, tonight. So here's your call to action. Before you sleep tonight, say your words. Don't overthink it. Don't complicate it. Just do it. And if you want accountability, type your affirmation in the comments below so the entire community can lift it up with you. That's how we multiply power together. All right, let's wrap this up with some momentum. The universe is waiting for you to place your order. Don't keep sending it junk mail. Send it your truth. Send it your power. And watch how quickly your tomorrow shifts. If this message spoke to you, hit that like button so the algorithm knows it. Subscribe so you never miss these short but powerful doses of inspiration. And share this with someone who needs a reminder that they are not powerless. You have everything it takes to turn your nights into the most magical, creative, and life-changing part of your day. So go ahead, say it before you sleep. Then rest like a king or queen and let the universe shock you. Until next time, remember, your words create your world. Use them wisely. Good night, and watch the magic unfold, then wondering why that's what keeps showing up on your plate. The wealthy understand something that most people miss entirely. They don't just think differently about money, they speak a completely different language. Their words create bridges to abundance rather than walls around scarcity. They've learned that the universe is like the most literal-minded waiter you've ever encountered. It takes your orders exactly as you place them. No substitutions, no creative interpretations. Here's the thing that might surprise you about millionaires. They're not necessarily smarter than you, more talented than you, or even more hardworking than you. But they have mastered the art of speaking in alignment with what they want to create. They've eliminated what I like to call poverty talk from their vocabulary, and they've replaced it with language that opens doors instead of slamming them shut. Think about it this way. If you had a magic genie that granted every single thing you said out loud, how differently would you speak? You'd probably stop saying things like, "I can't afford that," or "Money doesn't grow on trees," or "I'm broke." You'd realize that these seemingly innocent phrases are actually spells you're casting on your own financial future. Now, let's get practical about this, because understanding the theory is lovely, but implementation is where the magic happens. The first step is becoming aware of your current language patterns. For the next week, I want you to become a detective of your own speech. Notice how many times you speak about money from a place of lack. Count how often you say things like, "That's too expensive," "I wish I could afford," "If only I had more money," or "I'm living paycheck to paycheck." Don't judge yourself, for this awareness is the first step toward transformation. You're simply gathering data about the vibrations you've been sending out. Think of it as taking inventory before you restock your entire mental warehouse. Step 2 is understanding that abundance is your natural state. Yes, you heard that right. Abundance is not something you need to chase, beg for, or prove yourself worthy of. It's the natural flow of the universe, and scarcity is actually the artificial interruption of that flow. When you align your language with this truth, you stop swimming against the current and start flowing with it. Here's where we get into the replacement patterns. Instead of saying, "I can't afford it," try, "I'm choosing to invest my money differently right now." Notice the shift. One statement makes you a victim of circumstances. The other makes you the empowered decision maker in your financial life. Instead of "I'm broke," try, "I'm in a temporary cash flow situation that I'm actively improving." Same facts, completely different energy. When you see something you want but can't currently purchase, instead of lamenting about the price, try saying, "I love seeing examples of the abundance that's available to me." This does something magical. It trains your mind to see abundance everywhere, instead of focusing on what you can't have. It's like switching from a scarcity telescope to an abundance microscope. Step 3 involves creating what I call future self-language. Start speaking as if you're already the successful, abundant person you're becoming. This doesn't mean lying or living in fantasy land. It means speaking from the energy of your expanded self rather than your current limitations. When someone asks about your financial goals, instead of saying, "I hope to make more money someday," try, "I'm building multiple income streams and watching my wealth grow consistently." The key here is authenticity mixed with aspiration. You're not pretending to have money you don't have, but you're speaking from the vibration of someone who expects and welcomes financial success. There's a massive difference between delusional thinking and aligned expectation. Now, let's talk about gratitude language, because this is where many people get it backwards. Generic gratitude statements like, "I'm grateful for everything I have," can actually reinforce a scarcity mindset if they come from a place of, "I should be happy with my crumbs." Instead, try specific appreciation that acknowledges abundance. "I'm grateful for the $50 that showed up unexpectedly," or "I appreciate how money flows to me in perfect timing." Step 4 is eliminating complaint language around money. This is huge, and honestly, it might be the most challenging part because our culture is addicted to financial complaint bonding. You know what I mean, those conversations where everyone competes to share their financial struggles, taxes, complaints, inflation frustrations. While these feelings are valid, constantly speaking them out loud is like watering weeds in your abundance garden. Instead of joining the complaint chorus, try redirecting these conversations. When someone says, "Gas prices are killing me," you might respond with, "Yeah." It's interesting how these situations always inspire me to find new ways to increase my income. You're acknowledging their experience without adding your own complaint energy to the mix. Here's something that might sound controversial, but I'm going to say it anyway. Stop talking about what you can't do because of money. Every time you say, "I can't travel because it's too expensive," or "I can't start that business because I don't have the capital," you're reinforcing the very limitations you want to break free from. Instead, start talking about what you're creating. "I'm planning an amazing trip and watching for the perfect opportunity to make it happen." Or, "I'm building my business plan and staying open to creative funding solutions." Step 5 involves mastering the language of receiving. Most people are terrible at receiving compliments, opportunities, and yes, money, because they haven't learned how to speak receptively. When someone offers to pay for lunch, instead of protesting with, "Oh no, I couldn't let you do that," try, "Thank you, I received that graciously." When someone compliments your work, instead of deflecting, try, "I appreciate you recognizing my value." This might feel uncomfortable at first because many of us were taught that gracious receiving is somehow selfish or rude. But here's the truth. When you deflect abundance in any form, you're training the universe that you're not ready for more. You're essentially saying, "No thank you" to prosperity. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. You might be thinking, "This sounds great in theory, but I have real bills, real debt, and real financial pressure. How is changing my language going to fix my actual problems?" Fair question, and here's the honest answer. Changing your language won't magically deposit money in your bank account tomorrow, but it will absolutely shift your energy, your opportunities, your decisions, and your ability to recognize and act on abundance when it appears. Think about it like this. If you're constantly speaking from lack, you're training your brain to look for evidence of scarcity. You'll notice every price increase, every bill, every expense. But when you start speaking from abundance, your brain begins to notice opportunities, solutions, and possibilities you were previously blind to. It's not magic, it's neuroscience. Your reticular activating system, which is like your brain's filtering system, shows you more of whatever you're focusing on. Here's a practical example. Let's say you need an extra $500 this month. The scarcity language sounds like, "I don't know how I'm going to come up with this money. Things are so tight. I'm stressed about making ends meet." The abundance language sounds like, "I'm excited to discover the creative ways this $500 is going to show up. I'm open to opportunities and ready to take inspired action." Same goal, but the second approach puts you in a completely different mental and emotional state. From the abundant mindset, you're more likely to notice that freelance opportunity, more likely to ask for that raise, more likely to sell those items you've been meaning to get rid of, more likely to think of services you could offer. The opportunities were always there, but your language determines whether you can see and act on them. Step 6 is about consistency and patience. This isn't a one-week challenge where you speak abundantly for 7 days and then expect your life to transform completely. This is about fundamentally rewiring your relationship with prosperity, and that takes time. But here's the beautiful part. Every single day you practice this new way of speaking, you're building momentum. You're creating new neural pathways, new energy patterns, new vibrational habits. Some days will be easier than others. You might catch yourself slipping back into old patterns, and that's perfectly normal. The key is to notice without judgment and gently redirect. Think of it like learning to play an instrument. You wouldn't expect to be concert ready after a few practice sessions, but every time you play, you're getting better. Let me share something that might help you stay motivated during this process. The wealthy people I know aren't wealthy because they never think about money problems. They're wealthy because they've trained themselves to think about money solutions. They've developed what I call solution language instead of problem language. When they face a financial challenge, they don't say, "I don't have enough money." They say, "I need to generate more income," or I need to find a creative solution for this. Step 7 involves surrounding yourself with abundant language from others. This might mean being more selective about the conversations you engage in, the social media you consume, and even the news you watch. I'm not suggesting you live in a bubble, but I am suggesting you become intentional about the language environment you're marinating in all day long. If you're constantly surrounded by people who speak from lack, limitation, and financial fear, it's going to be much harder to maintain your new abundant language patterns. Look for content creators, books, podcasts, and communities that speak the language of possibility and growth.